reason I resigned at Amazon is because I got a full-time job at CarMax in East Haven, right near my house. The only strange thing is I applied for the business office at CarMax, and they don't want me in the business office. They want me in their sales department. They want me to sell cars. I said no because I don't want to be a car salesman. I just want to be in the business office where I can go to work, do my job, and go home. Sales is not like that. But they convinced me that they would train me the CarMax way, and after, 30 days, I'd be selling cars there. So I said, okay. Right now, I'm done with Amazon. Oh, I suppose I could take my strings out now. Amazon makes you tuck the strings away so you don't get eaten by a conveyor belt. Safety first, bitches. My first day at CarMax was an exciting one. I met all the department heads, toured the facility, was assigned a locker, given an ID and a key. I met my mentor, and then at the end of the day, I was told to take the next 2 days off because my mentor was off on those days. When I returned for my second day, I logged into the computer and was told I was already 2 days behind in training. The computer kept showing error screens, and I had some questions, but everyone seemed to be in some kind of meeting. Over the next 28 days, I would watch sales training videos on the computer. This was the majority of my training. Since I've been in sales for over 30 years, I found the videos to be boring and redundant. Also, it was hard to concentrate, because for some reason, the cleaning people came in after the employees arrived. As the weeks unfolded, another problem that emerged was the speaker directly over my head, which seemed to play all the hits.
I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. Don't know the reason. Stayed here all season. Nothing to show but
These automotive sales training videos are pretty dry. I wish they had some famous actors or a better director. Like this.
So you like the DeVille?
Oh, forget about it.
Yeah, I got the Fleetwood Bomb.
Is that right?
Yeah.
With the velour?
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Are you married?
As the weeks went on, I realized how cold it was in the showroom. I was still waiting for my CarMax hat and jacket to arrive. I made up my mind to go and find the thermostat. Whew, 55 degrees, it's freezing in here. The thermostat was locked out, but luckily, hot coffee is always free in the break room.
You got a package!
Wow, my CarMax uniform. I can't wait to try these. This is awesome.
Come here, baby. Yeah. You sexy motherfucker. Come here, baby. Yeah. You sexy motherfucker. We need to talk about things. Tell me, what did you do?
That's fucking loud. Back to the training. Oh, watch out for that. Alright, let's print these out for the binder. My day pretty much consisted of training videos, printing sheets for the binder, and punching holes. As I completed each training module, I was required to print it out and keep it all organized in a binder, even though they told me I would probably never use this binder again. As I made my way through all 11 modules, my binder started to grow substantially. Gotta get an apple out of the locker. Look how low they put this locker. Why would they ever put a locker this low? Getting too old for this shit. Oh, does he have a donut? Forget this. I'm gonna get me a donut. Oh, sweet Jesus. I passed all of the quizzes in the computer system, and I passed most of the role plays as well, but a couple of the assessments, I missed a point or two. Boy, they really are wacky in there. They're kind of mean. The people are mean in this place. They don't look at you when they talk to you. They blow you off. And they said that I'm really good at giving power statements. What that is saying, oh, sir, you came to the right place. But I'm bad at building a fake connection with my role play person. They want me to look at my boss who has a CarMax shirt and imagine that it's some other shirt and connect with him. For example, hey, I see you like the New York Giants. Really, the only cool thing I learned here is that I can get a free satellite radio trial for my vehicle. Winters on the car lot can be brutal. Oof. Selling cars in the snow is not pleasant. It's 3 degrees out here today. Very cold winter. Get that in. It's cold out there. There's not one chocolate bar in this vending machine. I never heard of a vending machine with no chocolate. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm driving home from work. Today was my final exam, and I missed it by 1 or 2 points. They're gonna let me retake it with another manager because a couple of the points that I missed, I thought I hit them, you know? But they said I didn't answer it exactly right. It's not a written test, it's a role play. You're role playing with your boss. So I guess I'll take it again tomorrow and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I just retook that final assessment with another manager. And this time, some of the things I passed the first time, I didn't pass. And some of the other things that I didn't pass, I did pass. So long story short, I still didn't pass. So I think they have to fire me now. But they forgot to give me a warning last time in the computer system, so they're not able to fire me. So now they have to talk to the HR department after the new year and see what happens. So that means I have to work for 4 days not knowing if they're going to fire me on the 5th day. How's that? Hey, you didn't hear that, all right? When you realize they're probably going to get rid of you in 4 days, there's not much left to do. You just sort of go through the motions and keep a low profile.
Saturday morning, jumped out of bed Put on my best suit, got in my car, raced like a jet. Cause the answer's still no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw, I've got to let you know.
Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
Whoa. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Those final days, I moved some cars around, I took some customers on test drives, and I even bought some cars from customers for CarMax. But ultimately, I was just waiting around for January 2nd so that HR could tell my boss that he had to fire me. The hardest thing was all the standing around with nothing to do and not being able to speak my mind, when all I really wanted to say was, "What the fuck?" That last day seemed to drag on endlessly, but then finally, they called me in to a meeting.
Can you come in here, please, and close the door?
Well, that's that. They finally talked to HR, and HR said if I didn't pass all those tests, I am terminated. So, that's the CarMax way. Wasn't good enough. However, I have a nice CarMax hat now, and I probably can use that to get another job at another car place. So we shall see.
You sexy motherfucker.